I want to show you the nice little Mott and Bailey that is being played by the media with US aid funding and it being cut by Elon Musk. Just to be very clear, I'm totally in favor of it. Cut all of the US aid. The American taxpayer shouldn't be paying to do some of the ridiculous things that they've been doing. And of course, as a consequence of this, yes, there will be some third world countries that will have to stop being dependent on the American taxpayer to exist and learn to stand on their own feet. They'll have to learn to do charity. They'll have to learn to get jobs. They'll have to learn to actually become a normal functioning country rather than being kept dependent. I mean, it's very much like the signs you see at, like, parks and stuff like that. Don't feed the squirrels because they become dependent. Well, yeah, that's what happens. If you are the one providing food for people, then they won't go and get it for themselves. But no, we can't keep the entire world trapped in this cycle of infantilization. Unfortunately, I hate to tell you. And if that's a problem, well, how is this our problem, actually? Didn't the world want freedom from the West? Didn't you want decolonization? Well, what did you think it meant? Vibes, papers, essays? This is what it looks like. Us not giving you loads of money, right? I say this as someone in Britain who's still giving the third world loads of money, right? Loads of my taxes go to this sort of stuff, so I'm going to have an opinion on it. Anyway, but look at the way it's being framed by the BBC. Oh, this staff. The staff in northeast Syria were told to stop work. Well, they could work for free, right? They could volunteer if they wanted. But water, sanitation, and security were all upended at the huge camp. Okay, how is this my problem? How is this my business? Like, this is... He wanted independence from us, right? And this, of course, came after Donald Trump froze all foreign assistance provided by the US and defunded US aid. Rubio himself placed a 90-day halt on all existing foreign assistance, etc., etc. And it goes on. And they give you the heart-wrenching, oh, look, if America doesn't just fund everything everywhere, then stuff stops working. Good, actually, good. I don't see why we have to pay for this, why the American taxpayer has to pay for this, why the British taxpayer has to pay for this. Like, this is not our business, is it? How is this our business? Like, why are we interfering with these at all? And you say the US Agency for International Development, USAID, but I noticed that they say USAID for some reason. The Democrats say that. The Republicans say USAID. And I assume that the Democrats are like, yeah, if we say USAID, it makes it sound like we're keeping them as dependents on us, which I think they are. But anyway, so they suspended all fundings for programs in Pakistan, including boosting the country's agricultural productivity. Not our problem. Not our goddamn problem. Why are people complaining for this? The decision may impact basic health, agriculture, disaster prevention, energy and business services, and conflict resolution in the country. Well, they'll have to learn to grow up, won't they? They'll have to learn not to be dependents, won't they? They'll have to learn how to run a functioning country of their own, won't they? I've got absolutely no sympathy for this. I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of all of this, right? And so, okay, fine. Here's the mot. Well, people in Pakistan are going to go hungry. Okay, well, that's terrible. Maybe we should just keep giving them infinite amounts of money until when? Until what? Why would they change anything that they do if they know that we're just going to forever give them tons of cash? Why would they change anything? It wouldn't change anything. Like, it's just welfare upon welfare upon welfare. Why do I have a job? Why do I pay taxes? Anyway, even the mot isn't very secure here because I'm just like, I'm totally out of sympathy. Don't care. Don't care. End it. End it. End it all. Stop giving away our bloody money. Again, we could be charging them for a service, right? We'd be like, right, you are going to get money from the American taxpayer in exchange for. This is a job offer, a trade offer. I give you money, you give me services. That's not reasonable, is it? No, but the BBC, just give them free money. No, get lost. I'm sick of giving people free money, especially when these people generally say death to America, right? They hate America. They hate America. They hate everything. Pakistan is a radical Islamist country and does crazy things that I totally don't agree with. And therefore, why are they being funded? I bet the average American, if they learned that Christians were being completely persecuted in Pakistan and were lynched on the regular in Pakistan, they'd be like, hang on a second, why are we funding this? And that's a great question. And so Rubio is correct to cut the US aid to all of this. And this is a funny thing. Like I said, this is the mot. Yeah, okay, you're giving out humanitarian aid to poor, starving Islamists in Pakistan. Yeah, okay, I'm sorry to hear that. Right, that's terrible. Uh, that's the strong argument to do this. Now, there is, of course, the weak argument. So you may have heard of Stonewall, which is a charity in Britain, in which they basically go around Britain and the rest of Europe. In fact, they're the largest LGBT rights organization in Europe. But they're a British charity that talks about lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender issues, and they go around promoting these identities. And they're named after, of course, the Stonewall riots in New York City, because, of course, nothing this country ever does is anything other than being downstream of things that happened 50 years ago in the United States. So, Stonewall, they're annoying. Britain, not exactly a terrible place for gay people. I mean, it's just normal. People, no one cares. But left-wing propaganda, anti-establishment, anti-family, anti-civilizational left-wing propaganda being promoted by Stonewall. Stonewall has got a gross history in this country, and they are also partially funded by the British government, of course, Conservatives, of course, as well as the Labour Party. Keir Starmer doubtless opened the spigot to Stonewall. Oh, yeah, we need to give them money. But one of the funny things is who else was giving them money? Who else? Who else? Remember the Mott? Remember that? Oh, we need the poor, starving Pakistani people need US money. What about the poor, starving homosexuals in Britain? Turns out they needed American money as well. How is it that half of Stonewall's entire workforce was being paid for by the US government? The US taxpayer paying to spread homosexuality in Britain for some reason. Like, what is going on? Paying to spread transgenderism in Britain for some reason. What is going? How did this come about? I mean, Stonewall, I bet they couldn't believe their luck. They're like, yeah, okay, well, this is what the UK government's going to give us. This is what private donation is going to be. And then suddenly half of the income is like, American government say, hey, we'll pay for that. It's like, will you? What? Why would you do that? It's like, no explanation given, but just, here you go. Here's half of it. And so, like, it'd take a half stone not to laugh, right? Like, Trump's like, I'm gonna stop just pissing away money in third world countries, and suddenly Stonewall, like, we've got to fire half of you. Employees at the charity are left shell shocked after being told only roles with dedicated funding are safe. Oh, well, then those weren't really jobs, right? They're not really jobs anyway, but these aren't really things that you could afford to have. Simon Blake, the chief executive of Stonewall, made the announcement in an office-wide team calls, which left its 114 staff shell-shocked. So literally half of this organization is going, which is just superb. Sources say they believe half the workforce could be made redundant. I never regret endorsing Trump, right? Never. I'm so pleased with what Elon Musk is doing. They were told this would secure the future of Stonewall for the long term as a significant LGBTQ plus organization, able to deliver impactful campaigns and legislative change across the UK and further afield. What needs to be done, bro? What needs to be done? No one wants to persecute gay. Well, actually, we have had a lot of people from Pakistan into the country. None of the native British want to persecute gays. The laws are not going to be changed until, of course, we become an Islamic majority country. And so, don't know what your job is. What do you do all day? You must go literally get gay leaflets printed. Be like, oh, be gay. But anyway, insiders believed the announcement was linked to decisions made by Trump over the provision of foreign aid. Why is Stonewall a recipient of foreign aid that, again, according to the Mott, was, oh, well, we need this to make sure that people don't starve to death in Pakistan. But if you go into the Bailey, it's actually gay propaganda in Britain? Sorry, what? No, come on. Like, this is totally unreasonable to expect the American taxpayer to pay for this, especially as you guys are just a bunch of communists really anyway. The gay thing is just a facade for communism. Everyone knows this. Everyone is well aware at this point, but look how much it's getting. So, GEF has been, which is the Global Equality Fund, right? That's how that's being laundered from US aid to Stonewall, administered by the US State Department, which has given the charity more than £500,000 in 3 years. I should have been applying to US aid. How does this happen? I should have emailed them. Look, Lotus Eaters is a charity in the UK. We're not a charity, obviously, but we're advancing LGBTI rights across the world. Give us £500,000. That would have been lovely. Thank you very much. Come and sign up to lotus.com, by the way, if you're enjoying these videos. Come and support us. Helps keep the lights on. But look at this. Just in 137,000 in 21-22, 200,000 in 22-23, and 233,000 in the most recent set of accounts. Then Elon Musk steps in with a chainsaw. Not anymore. It's remarkable how much of left-wing activism is, of course, well, it's not, is it remarkable? It's not a surprise, should I say, how much of left-wing activism is just networks of patronage. And the surprising thing, but not shocking, was that it was just the US government. It's just funding gay left-wing propaganda all around the world. And it's just, oh, right, okay. Incredible. Incredible, because what's going to happen? Well, Trump's decision will affect Stonewall's work in Eastern Europe and the Caucasus. Well, we're not going to gay them enough. Oh, well. Not my problem. Not the American taxpayer's problem. I just don't agree with any of this. You shouldn't be doing any of this. Like, the American taxpayer actually shouldn't be charged to spread communist propaganda under the guise of homosexuality in Eastern Europe or the Caucasus or Pakistan, wherever. Right? It's just not what it's for. They shouldn't be expected to pay for it. And frankly, I mean, I don't want to go any further, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure this is actually healthy for a country to have happening in it. But, this latest decision signals a further rollback of rights and support from marginalized groups. Oh, that's why I voted for Trump. That's why I voted for Trump. I love it. It will be detrimental to communities living in stream channels. There's no such thing as a gay community, right? You don't get a community. It's like, well, yeah, in 1727, this village of gays set itself up and it's been there ever since. No, that's one generation, right? You don't get succeeding generations of these people. They're not a community. I'm so tired of the language games. I'm so tired of the foreign funding for these things. I'm so glad this grift is coming to an end, right? We need Vance for another 8 years after this. So the grift, that'll be a generation nearly that the grift will be ended for. Everyone will have moved on and other things. Because like a Democrat president could get in charge and just turn it back on, right? It's not what we want. We want Vance in. We want to make sure this stuff just dies on the vine and it just withers away and none of this carries on. But anyway, so like I said, I just want to show you the Mott and Bailey. So you've got the Bailey, which is Trump is going, the US is going to fund gay propaganda everywhere. And the Mott is, but this is going to mean that people starve in Pakistan.